Smart Video Playlists is a plugin very much similar to previous Smart Audio Playlists, and it allows you to create advanced playlists, this time with video files. Here you can see an archive and a widget with one playlist, and also an archive with playlists in the sidebar also. As with audio playlists, you have artists and genre taxonomies, and the plugin also uses tags, so you can filter by any of these, and you can also show archives for genres, in fact index for genres, and for all others, other taxonomies like artists and tags. As a bonus, plugin allows use of YouTube videos, but there are some limitations to that we will come to that a bit later. So let's see how the plugin looks on the admin side. You have a new menu here, video playlists, and here you can see all the lists currently available. You can see how many tracks and how long is each playlist. You can filter to see a play log time for each playlist. Let's see the editor. First thing, you have an instruction meta box where you can see some basic information on how to create the best playlist and how to use different features. If you don't need it, you can simply hide it. Sorry. Instructions. And here you have tracks. Each track have thumbnail. You can click to change it. You can remove track and or reset image, and you can enter basic data here. This playlist is with YouTube videos. You can rearrange tracks by using drag and drop. You have options to reverse or clear the list. You can add tracks, and you can fill in different data based on track information. Here you have metadata for a playlist. By default, that's artist, album, and publisher. Also some other playlist information here, and settings for displaying different playlists and track information in the player. Also, you have some basic statistics and options to reset it. Here you can add some heading text and description for the playlist, genres, artists, and featured image for a playlist. It is not recommended to mix YouTube videos with local or remote files because of the limitation of the AIP used to get YouTube videos. Also, to use YouTube, you need to enable it in services panel, and you should enter AIP key for using version v3 of YouTube AIP, because of old v2 version will be soon removed by Google, so you will need to use v3 version, and that one requires a key. And here you need to activate this service before it is available for use. As for the settings, you can set style and different playlist and track elements that will be displayed in the player. Also, you can set how the track image will be generated if it's missing, and the track list visibility with text to hide and show, and playlist link text. this can use HTML. As you can see here, we are using icons. As for the player itself, you can change skin. There are two included, volume and controls that are visible. You can also enable native controls, which is not recommended because it can cause different problems, because you will have no control over the player if it is styled with native controls. Other settings include theme settings, so you can control templates used to display, and you can select different loops that will display things differently. For archive, single and term index pages. You can test all this to see how it works. Plugin comes with many directly supported themes, and you have a full PDF with instructions on how to add support to your theme, because plugin requires templates to work, and more on that in the developer's guide PDF, and also you have additional YouTube videos displaying all the information you need to make templates for your theme. Advanced settings are not recommended to be changed because they directly involve some low-level stuff like generating of URLs and things like that, and do not make any changes here if you're not sure about what exactly are you doing. Playtime Log shows you for each video how long it was played in each session, who played it, so you have IP and user, and when. Also source, was it a direct page, shortcode, or a widget. And you can see log for all tracks played for each playlist session. You can filter by play date, or you can filter by playlist, so you can display logs for only specified playlist. Let's create a simple playlist with tracks available locally. We will create a new playlist, and we have some audio files here, and we will upload one more. So you can select all three files and insert. Unfortunately, there is no way to get some more information from these files, so you need to name everything yourself, because WordPress cannot read the information from video files. If that is included in some future versions, we will definitely use it. You need to assign images also, so we'll upload those two. You also need to set a featured image that will be used as a playlist front image. And give all the names you need. As tags, you can add anything. Genres and artists too. You don't need to add this information here. If you want, it will be displayed on the page, and you're pretty much ready to go. You can add years or whatever else information you might need. And if you see the playlist now, it's done. As you can see, you have a meta element here, and you can disable it for each playlist individually. If it is set on default, it will use global plugin settings. You can set it to hide. And in that case, you will have only video with tracks. You can see statistics for each track here. So it's very easy to add a playlist, and that's it. You can also add a new playlist. We'll see how to import videos from YouTube playlist. You can always add manually YouTube videos by adding a URL here. But you can choose to import YouTube playlist. Click here and this will appear like here. I have a playlist URL in the clipboard. We'll paste it here. As you can see, this is a standard playlist URL for YouTube. It's important to have this element here. Click import and it will display all the tracks in this playlist. Select which tracks you want to use and click import. It will import thumbnails, titles, and duration and year. For duration and year you need to save the playlist first, so we'll name it and save as draft. And after processing you will see the duration and year here. It still doesn't have all the information. That's all what because YouTube videos provide only title. There is no other information we can use for this, so you need manually to fill other things. But setting it up is quite easy. You can add these things if you want and set a featured image. We'll choose this one here and you're good to go. And you can see a playlist here. And that's it. Plugin allows use of widgets, and as you can see we have two widgets here. Player, you can specify ID for the playlist or leave 0 for a random playlist, and you can set initial volume and style. We'll change it to this style and we'll use a full image for a header, or you can hide that altogether. And this is how it looks now. The other widget shows you several playlists. You can choose ordering and one of the available templates. Let's switch to compact. And it will show only image and name of the playlist. You can also use a widget. You can also use a shortcode in a post if you want, and information about that is available in the user guide with examples. And you can experiment with all the other settings we have here, so that you can see how you can change the way the plugin looks and works. This is some light skin. So light style, so it's fairly easy to control it. So give it a try.
And here it is.
Plugin uses similar structure and options like audio playlist plugin, so if you used that one before, you will easily use this one. And both plugins can work together, so if you need audio and video playlist at the same time, you can do it by using both plugins.